on your phone, you have an app installed.
I do have an app installed.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
It came out this week.
Fire Emblem Heroes made $2.8 million the first day it was launched.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
And I did not look up to see how much
they made
Super Mario Run
sure.
made on their first day. I would assume Super Mario Run made more. One, it's Mario. What video game character is known more than Mario? Literally nobody.
I can't think of one. Maybe Pac-Man.
No.
Maybe.
No, because that's a split identity between Mrs. Pac-Man and Pac-Man. You throw up a picture of Mrs. Pac-Man, and my mom's be like, "Oh, that's Pac-Man." You throw a picture of Luigi, she'll probably be like, "Oh, that's Mario."
The original Prey game was canceled.
Really?
Yeah, it went in 2006. Wikipedia says the game fell into development hell and was eventually canceled by Bethesda in 2014. And then this Prey is the reimagining of the original game. So they just scrapped everything and redid it.
Interesting.
So anyways, back to Fire Emblem Heroes, which I spent hours on.
Really? I also have it on my phone. I played it at work.
Don't listen to this, boss.
I had some free time.
Yeah.
And I played it, and it was fun to play.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm going to go back. First of all, I don't know if I like playing games on my phone. I have 2 great games on my phone. Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah.
3 great games. Fire Emblem Heroes. 4 great games. Wow. Chrono Trigger. Fire Emblem Heroes. Hitman Go. And Dragon Quest V.
Yeah, me
Dragon
too.
Dragon Quest V is my favorite of all the games I have on my phone.
Yep.
I also think it's the most complete.
Are you ready for mine?
Okay.
Great games I have on my phone. I think I'm in a similar boat as you, where I don't know how I feel about phone gaming. I have Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars.
KOTOR.
I have Final Fantasy Tactics, like the original Tactics game.
Where'd you get that?
The Google Play Store.
I
have Chrono Trigger. Hearthstone, which is always good.
Oh, I took Hearthstone off.
And then Fire Emblem Heroes, and I've also been playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Clash of Clans or whatever dumb game you play.
And Clash Royale.
What is there a difference?
Yes, there's a huge difference.
Okay, nerd.
The total style of play is different. So I have some games that I really high quality games on here. I would say Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Have you downloaded any games that you haven't played? I downloaded Clash of Clans and had it on my phone for 3 months and never once opened it.
Yeah, I have The Last Viking, which I played for 2 days. I have Dawn of Titans, which I played for 2 days and haven't. Then I have Final Fantasy Mobius, which is another one that I was playing, but then one of my students was like, "Hey, you should play Brave Exvius because it's super fun." And I was like, "Why should I?" And he showed it to me, and I was like, "I want to play this game." So I started playing it like crazy. And guess what? It's the same thing as Fire Emblem Heroes. In some ways, the combat's different, but it's the same type of thing where you summon and you get random characters, and they all have different rarity levels which influences their stats. And there's just tons of stuff to do in the game. So most of my time has been in the last few weeks when I do play on my phone is Brave Exvius, and then Fire Emblem Heroes came out, so now I've been splitting my time between the two.
If I had a better phone, I might play games. My phone is 2 years old.
I just don't like the controls. I almost bought Final Fantasy IX on here because they have a mobile version of Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
And I know my phone can handle it, but when I played Final Fantasy Tactics,
yes,
the controls were just too finicky. It's too hard to control where your guy goes on the squares.
Isn't Tactics? It's movement based.
Yeah, it's like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
It's like Tactics like that. I keep saying the name. And it was just too much.
So tactically speaking, Fire Emblem Tactics
So
is very much
strategic
tactical RPG.
Yeah. Well, it's just turn-based, move by square grid, that type of game. And it's the original game, so it's real small squares as you go around, where usually you would have a joystick to move between them or a D-pad. Here I have my fingers, and I have to zoom in and pick the right one. I have to shift the screen, and it's really hard to play the Tactics game on my phone, which has really turned me off to playing that game. Also, when I played Knights of the Old Republic, again, designed for a controller, all I have is a touch screen.
That's true.
And then your fingers
you
are
were
on the
playing
screen.
that while we were waiting for Rogue One to start.
I was.
I remember.
But when you're doing the controls, then you're missing half the screen because your fingers are on the screen.
That's right.
So
that's why I need to get an iPad.
I just really wish
iPad.
that there was a way, and I've seen these before, to get a controller that you just plug into your phone.
Yep.
And it makes your phone at the screen, and then you have a controller.
But then you have to carry a controller with you all the time.
Whenever you want a game on it, yeah. which is frustrating. But I have a backpack, so and that's almost always with me.
Or you can just buy a Switch.
Or I could buy the Nintendo Switch.
And not have any of those games on it. Or
Yes.
any games at all.
Other than Zelda.
Other than Zelda. But Fire Emblem Heroes came out, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Granted the fact that I don't like playing on mobile games that much,
Mm-hmm.
do not like it that much.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Fire Emblem buff.
Yeah, well, I don't think that the gameplay holds anything to normal Fire Emblem games.
Agreed.
The smaller maps make it so
terrible.
that literally what makes you win is the level of your characters. It's not tactics. If you have a guy who's in trouble, you make him run away. Guess what? They can there's nowhere for you to go.
Your maximum movement is 2 spaces.
Exactly.
I haven't used a thief yet. They normally have a lot of movement, but
yeah. I switched to a Sky Knight
Ayo.
and a
Skynet.
no, not Skynet, and a cavalry guy. What's his name?
Cavalier?
Yeah, it's Cavalier.
Who is it?
Nope.
Shook.
Stahl
Oh yeah?
from
I know who that
Awakening.
is. Mm-hmm.
Stahl and guess what? My very first summon was Robin.
You say that like I'm supposed to be impressed.
Apparently, it's like a 4-star character.
First of all, I'm really upset with the way that Nintendo's been treating Fire Emblem recently. They've been treating Fire Emblem like their most recent games have the strongest and most beloved heroes.
Yeah.
And while they might have sold the most, I do not agree at all.
Yeah.
People are always like, I love Lucino. I love Robin. I love Corrin.
Mm-hmm.
I love all this stuff. Well, Fire Emblem Awakening was fantastic.
I love Lyn.
Lyn is legit.
That game was my first experience with it.
Roy, Hector, Ross.
Dude, Hector! I like Hector.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. The Guy is one of the plainsmen.
Yes.
Who's like a sword guy.
Yes.
I loved Guy.
Joshua.
I voted for him every single time on the Heroes
Yes.
poll thing. So I love that generation. I guess it's just what you grow up with, you know.
I know, but
that was my first experience on Game Boy Advance.
Push it so hard. They don't even have. They have. I think I looked through some of the characters. There's so many that I got bored looking through them all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know half of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see Joshua, who was my favorite swords user.
Yeah.
I didn't see Ross, who's my favorite character of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Marth's obviously there. Roy's obviously there. Anybody that's in Smash would be there.
Sure. I mean, those are the poster children of Fire Emblem.
But man, they're just pushing Robin from Awakening.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because Robin and Corrin are kind of similar, but he's from Awakening. It's just
It's new.
ugh.
It's newer, you know.
But I think
I understand why they do it. I think it makes sense for them to do it that way.
I just don't like it.
It doesn't cater to us, so we're mad.
Agreed.
We're mad!
Outraged.
Outrage.
There was it's just they have the weapon triangle, and it doesn't. It matters in the game, but there's no there's no crit chance. There's no miss chance. There's no weapon durability as far as I've seen.
There's not weapon durability. There is miss chance and there is crit chance.
Really? I haven't seen a miss chance.
I have missed.
Scrub.
I think I have. I want to say I have.
I don't know. It's just
Maybe I haven't.
The story is a really good part of Fire Emblem for the most part. It's what keeps me going.
Sure.
But it's also the progression of the characters. So you always start really weak and you end really strong. But all my characters are you start and they're one-hitting people. I'm like, where's the progression in this?
Right.
Now it doesn't get challenging. There are challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've already tuned out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find somebody and like them and raise them to be this incredible person. Normally, when Fire Emblem games start, you start with the main character who is the king or the prince or princess or whatever.
Right.
And then they always have a really strong
core group that are with them.
Core group with them, or specifically one really strong character that's already not max level, but he's already on the next stage. You know what I mean? And I always take that guy and I never use him. Because one, he sucks up XP.
He does suck up XP, and then in the long run, he's bad.
Yeah, he's not good.
In the short run, he's really good.
So I'm always get him out of here. Give me this really weak person. I'm gonna level him up. He's gonna be a beast at the end. In this game, you get Anna, who is that strong commander.
Yeah.
And you have the 2 kids, and then you have the archer.
Right.
It's
which I immediately replaced with Robin, and Robin just wrecks. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Storyline is not hard. However, I've been doing the arena, and I've actually been playing in the top tier arena, and I'm actually pretty high ranked. Season ended today. I'm getting tons of resources.
Already?
Yeah.
It ended 3 days after it started?
It ended, I guess the season ends on Sunday, the weekly seasons. They call them seasons.
Oh, they're weekly.
It's
okay.
weekly. So I actually did really well in the arena. I'm sure I'm like super outclassed now because there's going to be those kids that are like playing nonstop all day. But I found the arena to be challenging. I also found they have like paralogs and like side stories that you unlock where you can unlock a character.
Yeah, I played one of those, got destroyed.
Yeah, I got wrecked. I'd like go to the training tower and like train up some guys to fight them.
The very first one, Hinata, it was for Hinata, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the room is an X or more of a cross, and each character starts on a different wall.
Yeah, it was real hard.
I got destroyed. I'm like, well, this sucks.
Real hard. Yeah, so, and that's another thing. I can't figure out how to decide who's starting where. It kind of just like forces
I don't think you can.
Characters on there, and then that like sucks.
That's part of Fire Emblem too, is
you plan out where your guys start so they know which way to go, so it's like advantageous. So it's just, what I really wanted from Fire Emblem on my phone was like a Fire Emblem experience. I would have been cool with like a port.
And literally, why can't they do that? Fire Emblem I would assume doesn't take a lot of processing power.
Probably not.
It does one thing at a time.
Right.
It's either you're moving a couple characters, or one, you're in a battle.
Right. Right, and they could simplify the map. I think they oversimplified it.
Oh yeah.
I think they could make the squares,
make the squares the same size, but make it so you can move, the map.
Along the map.
So there's bigger.
I think they're a little bit too big. I wish they'd like take it out by like a third, because they're just like huge. Yeah. They're like huge right now, at least for the size of my phone.
How stupid is it that whenever you drag and drop somebody, it completely ends their turn? You have to, you know what I mean?
I was click and then attack.
Yeah, but sometimes if you drag and drop on accident,
I have had some like fat finger fails.
Yeah. So in the normal Fire Emblem games, you bring someone up in front of somebody and then you attack them. In this game, if you drag and drop them in front of them, they can no longer attack. That's them resting. They're done. In order to attack somebody, you have to drag and drop on top of the person you're attacking.
Yep.
Or you point and click, and then you can click from there.
Yeah.
Old style. Which is what I like to do.
Which is what I've been doing, but sometimes I mess up. So either way, it's not a bad game. I would say for mobile games, it's good. I just think my expectations for what this was going to be like way above the pack of mobile games that we already see.
Yeah, like, does this really contest any mobile games out there? Like,
it's better than a lot of other tactics games that are like free to play.
Yeah, but this isn't. I mean, this is Nintendo making a game. You think someone that has a good core developer behind it would make something top tier?
And that's what I was hoping. I was hoping for something like far above the rest. And while I think the quality of this game is good and it's like very cohesive, like they've thought out about a lot of ways.
Yeah.
A lot of things for you to do in the game. There are challenges. There are friend systems. There's lots of things to do. Oh yeah.
First of all, you can add friends, but you can't do it from your contacts.
Right.
You have to do like the friend code, and it's like an 11-digit code.
Yeah, dude. Nintendo. That's how Nintendo always does it.
Like what is
even
wrong
on
with
Wii
you?
U, it sucks. But either way, I know, and someone out there's like, it's really not that bad. They just said that when we just made fun of it.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what? It's way easier to do it.
Can you copy and paste your friend code?
Maybe.
If you can't, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was thinking about taking a screenshot and sending it to you, but I'm just like, I've played this game for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's the phone itself. Like, I'm playing on the phone, and you have to hold the phone a certain space from you, and it's, I don't know, I was getting a headache. I'm just like, maybe I'll try it again later, but the characters I have, I don't necessarily have a passion for. I want to have passion for these characters.
You want to care about them, right?
Yeah. And that's
the thing with summoning is you just get these characters that you know, or you don't know.
Yeah.
And so there's not really a reason to bond with the characters in the storyline, because you don't even have to use them.
Yeah.
It's not like you're forced to use Anna. You can take like...
I like Anna, though.
Yeah, I think the new characters are cool, but they're 2 stars. In the long run, they're not going to be as good as anything you like. Oh, really? The summons that you get.
I honestly haven't been paying attention.
Yeah,
I haven't put that much effort.
It goes 1 to 5 stars.
Nice.
I
looked at I read about the drop rates and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is interesting, but it also costs so many orbs.
So many orbs, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 orbs
to summon 1, and then to summon the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you get a 1 orb discount on.
But you have to do it consecutively.
Right. So you get. But
5, you can also buy these orbs.
4. So 16.
And that's how they made 2.8 million.
16 plus 5, 21 is what you need.
Oh, to buy.
To 5. Get. Like, to maximize your savings.
Oh, well, I had 21 when I first looked. I just didn't figure it out. But there's also, like, there's other things you can use in the game that I don't understand. Like, orbs are completely new to Fire Emblem. There's
hero shard. There's like shards.
Shards, elixirs, like...
Yeah, the elixirs you can like use... They're like Phoenix Downs or something. It's like when your team wipes, you can use them to like start all over again.
Yeah.
But the enemies have the same amount of damage that you left them with, and all your guys essentially respawn with full health. It's like super OP. Like Hannah.
Oh yeah, I heard
I did the Hannah attack, or the Hannah paralog. Hannah the
Hinata.
Is her name Hinata?
Yes.
The samurai chick from
the first
Wake.
one.
No, the second one. The one I did yesterday. Don't they have a new one every day?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Either way, I did one and I got wrecked, and I used this flask thing.
Yeah.
And
it rests you 100%, but they stay at the same.
All of your characters 100%. Yeah. And so I like wrecked them after that, because then
that also takes the challenge out of Fire Emblem, because
Fire
Emblem can be challenging.
And you don't lose any like there's no penalty to losing characters in those maps.
Agreed. Can you use a Master Seal on any of these characters?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Like if I get Kane, a Cavalier, out of a drop, can I then use, once I get him to level 10, can I use the Master Seal on him to make him Paladin?
I don't know. I think there's like let me look. I think there's like an awakening feature or something that I think is supposed to be that.
I just don't know if I'm going to play that much. Like, I would rather... So I bet I could probably do both, listen to a podcast and play the game on my phone. Mm-hmm. But I think I'd rather just listen to a podcast and like do work. And then when I'm at home, I'm grinding on my PS4 or making videos or something.
Sure.
So it's just like, I don't know, like I've been on and off about Pokemon Sun and Moon recently.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Sun and Moon is awesome.
Yeah.
But...
No, I'm not seeing a way to change the class.
My favorite thing about the game, although I haven't accomplished it yet, is that when you beat a challenge mode, you get that character.
Yeah, I like that too.
So that's something that 100% was needed.
Yeah.
And 2, I really like. So that was fun. Fire Emblem Heroes.
It's out.
Should you download it?
Yeah, it's free to play.
Give it a go.
Yeah, might as well give it a go.
How much would you pay for it?
I wouldn't.
You want to pay for it at all?
No. I get free Google Play credit through
we do.
taking surveys, and I have like $10+
So do I.
I use that specifically for mobile games.
Oh.
Like for Hearthstone, I'd buy packs.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that.
And that's how I bought Chrono Trigger. It's how I bought Knights of the Old Republic. It's how I bought
that's how I bought
Tactics.
Chrono Trigger. That's how I bought Chrono Trigger. That's how I bought Dragon Quest V.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a lot of comics through it. I bought Old Man Logan. I bought all this other stuff.
Yeah. So that's what I use the Play credit for. So I might, like, if I have nothing else to spend it on, I might buy orbs with it. I don't know.
Oh, I was saving up money for the Fire Emblem Heroes because I didn't know it was free. And then I got it up to like $12. I'm like, I'd drop $15 on this game.
Yeah, and
thinking it would be like Super Mario Run.
Yeah.
And obviously Super Mario Run is not a full Mario game, but I think Super Mario Run's closer to Mario than Fire Emblem Heroes is to Fire Emblem.
Probably. Not that I don't know. I haven't played.
But again,
Mario
Fire Emblem is much deeper than Fire Emblem. Or Fire Emblem is much deeper
more
than Mario.
More complicated too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's... Mario's jumping and platforming.
I don't know. Have you, the listener, played Fire Emblem Heroes?
What do you think?
Tell me your thoughts.
About this whole thing.
Let us know.
Tweet at us.
At UP Gamers Podcast.
You can find us on YouTube. Put a comment there.
Underpaid Gamers.
Yep.
We're also on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We're on SoundCloud.
We're on
and
SoundCloud.
iTunes.
And Google Play Music.
That's right.
And Stitcher. And many other online providers. Which I don't even know how they got our podcast, but they do have it.
They're there. I don't know.
I think it's... I don't know. I think they
Shenanigans.
I think they use the same registries as like Apple and Google. So when you're on there,
the RSS
feed?
feed?
Yeah, they like pull them from there. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. And
we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Hold on. So we're gonna do me and Justin talked about it. We're gonna do another Trophy Talk episode.
We are
on the last episode before Horizon Zero Dawn comes out. We're doing a Trophy Talk episode, going over how many platinums I've gotten in 2017 so far,
which has been
Spoiler
super
alert,
amazing.
More than 5.
He's been crushing it. It's been inspirational in some ways.
I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm working on one right now. It's kind of tedious, but I'm going to play it while I watch the Super Bowl. Because...
Why not?
Justin and I are both watching the Super Bowl from our rooms separately.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to watch it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I kind of want to just go home and play Uncharted 4 Or Overwatch.
I would suggest.
I'd be cool with Overwatch.
I would suggest you play Uncharted 4.
I know, I need to. I just keep getting distracted. Because Overwatch is so good. I love it.
Dude, it is so much fun.
I just want to put all the hours on it in the world.
Speaking of Overwatch, we stream Overwatch. I normally stream Overwatch on Mondays. We all play together.
Yeah. And then sometimes, occasionally, later on in the week, sometimes we will. Yeah. So just check our Twitter or follow us on Twitch, and it'll let you know when we're on. But Monday nights, generally, Tony will start at 8 o'clock.
Except for this Monday night.
Well, that's awkward. We just brought it up.
So we don't need to talk about it. However, I bring it up because we've been playing with some listeners.
Yeah.
Daniel from Games and Gaming Podcast. Yep. And I was talking to one of our Twitter followers, the Bruce, and he wants to play something.
Yeah. So we're more than willing to play.
Yeah. So let us know. Hit us up. We love to play games. It doesn't have to be just only Overwatch. It does have to be a game that we own, obviously.
That is a prerequisite.
But if it's like a cheap game and you want to play, maybe we'll get something going on.
Yeah, just talk to us.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening, guys.
We'll see you next time.